Social Connection is brought to you by HP Lubricants. Zindagi chale smooth.
Hello and welcome to Social Connection. Now this week a lot happened on the social media platforms. Web inventor Tim Berners-Lee says that we've lost control of our personal data online as he warns of 3 internet threats, while on the other side millions of Twitterati reacted on the recently concluded assembly elections in 5 states. In the next half an hour we'll take you through all of this and more. I'm Shreya and with me is Shubhendu.
Well, thanks, Shreya. Yes, in the show today, we'll also be telling you why Google splits Hangout app into the new chat and meet feature. All this and, of course, the top trends, including the release of the much-awaited trailer of Bahubali. But before that, let's quickly get you the top stories.
Inventor of World Wide Web, Sir Tim Berners-Lee calls for crackdown on fake news.
Recently concluded Assembly Elections 2017 garnered over 6 million tweets in a month.
And Google evolves its Hangouts feature into the new chat and meet apps.
To mark 28 years since he submitted the original proposal for the World Wide Web, Tim Berners-Lee has suggested 3 things that need to be changed to save the web. These 3 trends include the spread of fake news, the loss of privacy and the lack of transparency in political advertising online. More details in this report.
The inventor of the World Wide Web, Sir Tim Berners-Lee, has said that impact of fake news is increasingly concerning and unveiled plans to tackle unethical political advertising and the harvesting of data. The British computer scientist, exactly 28 years after his invention, said 3 new trends have become alarming in the last year: losing control of personal data, spreading of misinformation on the web, lack of transparency in online political advertisements. In an open letter, the 61-year-old said misuse of data has created a chilling effect on free speech and warned of internet blind spots that are corrupting democracy. He said he wants the people who have helped develop the web with blogs, tweets, photos, videos and web pages to help come up with practical solutions to make a web that gives equal power and opportunity to all. Tim said that he wants to work with companies to put a fair level of data control back in the hands of people. He also expressed concerns that government surveillance is going too far and stopping the web from being used to explore topics such as sensitive health issues, sexuality or religion. Sir Tim advocated transparency so users can understand how web pages appear on their devices and suggested a set of common principles for sites to follow. Oxford-educated Sir Tim, who submitted his original proposal for the web on March 12, 1989, urged people to call for greater protection laws and that Google and Facebook increase their efforts to tackle fake news. He said that internet blind spot in political campaigning must be closed, while alternative revenue streams must be explored so data is not sold so indiscriminately. He plans for the Web Foundation, which he founded in 2009, to work on issues in a 5-year strategy. These issues are researching the problems in more detail, coming up with proactive policy solutions and bringing together coalitions to drive progress towards a web that gives equal power and opportunity to all.
Well, the recently concluded assembly elections in Goa, Manipur, Punjab, Uttarakhand and Uttar Pradesh were among the most discussed topics on Twitter in the last month. Now, hashtag state elections, which was used more than 6.4 million times, showcased how Twitter provides a front row to political conversations and people expressing their thoughts on hot election topics.
Twitter is the best place to see what's happening right now and to talk about it. With more than 6.4 million mentions on Twitter between February 10 and March 12, 2017, the hashtag state elections showcased how Twitter provides a front row to political conversations in India, from breaking news to behind-the-scenes action, political parties and candidates sparring over agendas, and people expressing their thoughts on hot election topics. Twitter also introduced a custom emoji in conjunction with counting day, adding a fun way for people to express their opinions as the results were announced on March 11, 2017. Even though the state elections took place in 5 states, conversations on Twitter leading to the final results day on March 11 were vibrant all over the country and even worldwide. Among the most mentioned parties were the Bharati Janata Party, Congress, Aam Aadmi Party and the Samajwadi Party. Leaders like Digvijay Singh, Arvind Kejriwal, Amit Shah, Rahul Gandhi and Manohar Parrikar were the most popular subjects of discussion. Though the conversations were largely about the elections, demonetization found its way in. According to Twitter, demonetization was a huge discussion topic during the state elections, generating over 3 lakh mentions on Twitter in the duration of 30 days. Beyond the demonetization topic, Twitter users also participated in dynamic conversations using elections-related hashtags such as hashtag UP Election 2017, hashtag Punjab Election 2017, hashtag Elections 2017 and hashtag Elections Results. It's clear from the hashtag state elections conversation that Twitter continues to be the best way to see all sides of the story when it comes to politics and elections in India.
Google is splitting Hangouts into 2 separate apps, Hangout Chat and Hangouts Meet. Now, Hangouts Chat is a channel-based messaging app in the same vein as Slack, while Hangouts Meet is a video conferencing app for up to 30 people at a time. The feature is generally available now and will gradually roll out to all G Suite customers over the next few weeks.
Hangout Chat is part of Google's newest push to sell its Office tool to big business. The update to Hangout Chat appears to be designed to compete with Slack, and the feature will be available to G Suite customers who apply for its access. The new Hangout Chat is all about team messaging. That means the application, which will be available on Android, iOS and the web, will offer rooms just like the Slack. Hangout Chat includes a new bot for automatically scheduling meetings. When called up, @Meet will compare Google Calendar schedules of chat participants to automatically pick an open time. Hangouts Meet, which made a brief appearance in the Google Play Store last month, is all about making meetings easier. Meet also allows users to pull files from G Suite to present them in the app. The tool is slated for rollout to G Suite customers in coming weeks. To start a meeting, users can share a link with participants who can join from that link or from Calendar. In the new Meet app, 30 people can join a video conference compared to a Hangout cap of 10 participants. Meet is also integrated with what Google calls a digital whiteboard, called Jamboard, that allows for easier collaboration by allowing participants using Meet to view Jamboard display remotely. Since a lot of medium and small-sized companies already use Slack, email, Google Docs and some form of video conferencing, the new video and chat features may entice possibly G Suite customers to pay up for the service. The company also announced that it acquired AppBridge, that it is a startup which will help companies to migrate the content to G Suite.
Well, now it's time for us to take a break. Do stay with us, because next up is how Facebook can help you plan your trips, book hotels and much more. Stay tuned to The Social Connection.
हर दिन बदलती खबरें, हर पल बनती नई सुर्खियां, खबरों की रफ्तार के साथ हर दोपहर दुनिया की ताजा तस्वीर। दोपहर समाचार रोजाना 2 बजे सिर्फ डीडी न्यूज पर। तस्वीरें जो बयां करती हैं हकीकत, हालात जिनसे जुड़े हैं आपके जज्बात, जुनून जो बदल सकता है देश की तस्वीर, खबरें जो आपके लिए जानना है जरूरी। खबर दिन भर हर शाम 5 बजे सिर्फ डीडी न्यूज पर। सुर्खियों की भीड़ में अहम खबरें, असल मुद्दे जो डालते हैं आपकी जिंदगी पर असर। दिन भर की हर बड़ी खबर का बेबाक विश्लेषण, सच, सटीक, संपूर्ण। न्यूज नाइट सोमवार से शुक्रवार रात 8 से 10 बजे सिर्फ डीडी न्यूज पर।
हेलो पापा,
कब से फोन कर रहा हूँ, फोन ही नहीं लग रहा है। अच्छा, घर पहुंची कि नहीं?
रास्ते में हूँ। आज ऑफिस में लेट हो गया था।
ऐसा क्या काम आ गया आज? बेटा 12 बज रहे हैं।
लास्ट मिनट ऑफिस में काम आ गया था, फोन नहीं कर पाई।
अच्छा, घर कैसे जा रही हो?
मैंने टैक्सी ले ली है।
ऑफिस से कोई है तुम्हारे साथ?
नहीं, मैं अकेले हूँ।
अकेली? टैक्सी में इतनी रात में?
अरे पापा, आप सुनो तो मेरी बात। पापा
सुनो, टैक्सी का नंबर नोट करो।
1 सेकंड होल्ड करो।
नहीं, मुझे बताओ टैक्सी का नंबर। चलो
हाँ, आप चिंता मत कीजिए, मैं आपकी बेटी को ठीक से घर पहुंचा दूंगी।
जितनी ज्यादा औरतें होंगी, ये दुनिया उनके लिए उतनी ही बेहतर होगी। चलिए इस दुनिया में बेटियों की जगह पहचानें।
Welcome back. In an offensive against rival tech giant Google's City Guide and travel service Google Trips, Facebook has launched City Guides of its own. The firm has even gone a step further than Google by including the option of booking a hotel, restaurant or tour. The application also boasts a section called Places the Locals Go, which is made up of most popular, highly rated spots within Facebook. Here's more on that.
In a strategy seen as an offensive move against Google Trips, Facebook has launched City Guides of its own and gone one step further by adding the option of booking a hotel, restaurant or tour. The feature was launched within a Facebook update with little fanfare, which enables user to book their hotel rooms or make reservation in select cities directly through the app via a Book Now button. Because while Google Trips was also created as a mobile trip planner, complete with travel itinerary, city guide and tips on how to get around, the app stops short of allowing users to book reservations. According to experts in the field, Facebook's booking feature is an important step by the company with a mammoth user base. The app also takes a page out of the geolocating app Foursquare, showing users list of cities their friends have visited along with recommendation on the best places to visit and things to do. The feature is enhanced due to Facebook's already existing check-in feature. The application also boasts a section called Place the Locals Go, which is made up of the most popular, highly rated spots within Facebook. The feature is a direct descendant of a feature launched last year when Iceland Air launched a new service allowing passengers to book the flight through Facebook Messenger. Meanwhile, Iceland Air became the first carrier to partner with Facebook in a new feature that allows flyers to check in, get the boarding pass and receive flight status updates directly through Facebook Messenger. The launch of the feature is seen by industry observers as another saga in the ongoing war between the two technology giants to capture and retain users.
Popular mobile messaging service WhatsApp's new status feature is now available to all users across the globe on iPhone, Android and Windows devices. However, the feature, which has been completely modeled along the lines of Snapchat stories, has not gone down well with its otherwise loyal and happy users. Reportedly, WhatsApp is now planning to bring back the old status update feature in the coming weeks. What's all that about? Check this out.
WhatsApp has been enjoying massive popularity ever since it was launched. With 1.2 billion monthly users, the application's journey so far has been no less than a dream run. Users from all over the world anxiously wait for updates from their favorite application and started using them with all gusto the minute they are released. This time, however, the release of its latest feature in the form of WhatsApp status seems to have not been able to stir the same reaction among its users. On 23rd February, it rolled out the status update that allows users to upload photos and videos for their contacts to see in place for that simple text-based status message. The feature has been completely modeled along the lines of Snapchat stories, hasn't gone down well with its otherwise loyal and happy users. Also, many have been quick to point out that the exact same feature was also added on Instagram by its parent company Facebook a while back. When it comes to WhatsApp, the expectations of its users are always high. And this time around, it seems like the application has failed to live up to them. People have taken to social media to vent out their disappointment, and things are looking far from getting over. Keeping in mind the feedbacks and criticism, WhatsApp is gearing up to bring back the old status updates. This means that now users will have an option to choose between old text-based and the new audio-video-based status updates. According to WA Beta Info, a Twitter account that tracks changes in WhatsApp's beta build, the info section in the app's beta version will feature an extended menu. Tapping on it will lead the user to the old status menu, which is now renamed as Info. Also, WhatsApp has renamed the revoke feature as Unsend. This option allows users to recall sent message. It is available under the three-dot menu located on the top right corner of the app. Once user clicks on the Unsend option, the app asks for a confirmation. When confirmed, the sent status changes to "This message was unsent."
Now it's time for us to take another break. When we return, of course, the top trends and your valuable feedback awaits you. Stay tuned.
It's a small world, continents apart.
exploring diversity in scope and essence. Insights into chronicles. News simply telling us it's a small world. World Connect. Only on DD News.
हर दिन बदलती खबरें, हर पल बनती नई सुर्खियां, खबरों की रफ्तार के साथ हर दोपहर दुनिया की ताजा तस्वीर। दोपहर समाचार रोजाना 2 बजे सिर्फ डीडी न्यूज पर। तस्वीरें जो बयां करती हैं हकीकत, हालात जिनसे जुड़े हैं आपके जज्बात, जुनून जो बदल सकता है देश की तस्वीर, खबरें जो आपके लिए जानना है जरूरी। खबर दिन भर हर शाम 5 बजे सिर्फ डीडी न्यूज पर। सुर्खियों की भीड़ में अहम खबरें, असल मुद्दे जो डालते हैं आपकी जिंदगी पर असर। दिन भर की हर बड़ी खबर का बेबाक विश्लेषण, सच, सटीक, संपूर्ण। न्यूज नाइट सोमवार से शुक्रवार रात 8 से 10 बजे सिर्फ डीडी न्यूज पर।
This week, a lot of activities caught the attention of netizens, from the release of the much-awaited trailer of Bahubali 2, the conclusion, to the return of Manohar Parrikar as the Chief Minister of Goa. Take a quick look at the top trends from different social media sites.
Be it the visual experience or the eponymous characters, S.S. Rajmouli's period saga Bahubali is unarguably the most awaited Indian film of 2017. After teasing the audience with fresh set of pictures from the film, the trailer of Rajmouli's magnum opus Bahubali 2, the conclusion, is finally out now. Much to everyone's expectations, the trailer gives us a glimpse of what one can expect from the sequel of Bahubali. The 2 minutes 20-second trailer, which is filled with love, war, deceit and death, is not only goosebump inducing but also equally visually breathtaking. It begins with montages from Bahubali, the beginning, and introduces characters with their own backstories. When social media users watched the trailer, they had all good things to say about it, and it is trending with the hashtag Bahubali2 trailer. The film is slated for release on April 28th, and of course the film is likely to answer the most sought after question: why did Katappa kill Bahubali? Following the results of the assembly elections in 5 states and the hung assembly in Goa, Manohar Parrikar was appointed the Chief Minister of the state by Governor Mridula Sinha on March 12, giving the additional charge of the Defence Ministry to Arun Jaitley. While Congress moved the Supreme Court in demand for a floor test and ultimately losing it on Thursday, Twitterati reacted to Parrikar's return to Goa after 2 years in the Defence Ministry. The appointment of Parrikar as Goa CM for the 4th time took social media by storm, with some people welcoming him back in the state, while some expressing their sadness and praising him as the best defence minister ever. Political scientist Robert E. Kelly found himself upstaged by his swaggering daughter in an interrupted BBC interview that went viral last week, and his effortlessly cool 4-year-old shows no sign of giving up the limelight. As the interview began, the couple's 4-year-old daughter, Marion, jumped up and down at the sight of her father on the screen. Perhaps recognizing his location, a room at the end of the hallway, she wandered off to find him. The video clip went viral on the social media, making the little girl and family overnight celebrities. Later, at a press conference in which Kelly and his family talked of their newfound internet fame, daughter Marion continued to captivate the audience, sucking on a lollipop and looking endearingly bored out of her mind. As a result, social media is once again heralding its new queen, with many deciding she ought to run for president of the world someday. It's a known fact that Prime Minister Narendra Modi is one of the most followed political leaders on social media. Recently, a Twitter user named Ajit Singh shared a joke using hashtag #IamNewIndia about PM Modi working for him and got a witty response from the Pradhan Sevak himself. He said, "One of my followers asked me, 'Do you work for Narendra Modi?' I smiled and said, 'No dear, he works for me.'" The Prime Minister spotted his tweet and gave him the ultimate affirmation, which we are sure the man will remember for a lifetime. The tweet was one of the many on Twitter pledging support to PM Modi's I Am New India campaign. His response was retweeted more than 8,000 times and shared by his supporters. Similar to last Diwali's Sandesh to Soldiers on Narendra Modi mobile app, PM Modi last week unveiled #IamNewIndia, a nation-building exercise on the Namo app, which is a pledge to build a new India. The goals include a corruption-free India, a pledge to undertake more cashless transactions and encourage women-led development, among other things. Australian skipper Steve Smith suffered what he called a brain fade during the second test against India last week. Chasing a target of 188, Smith was looking steady at the crease when he missed a shooter of Umesh Yadav's bowling and was adjudged LBW. Peter Hanscom from the non-striker's end came over to ask his skipper to check with the dressing room whether the decision should be reviewed, which is against the rules of DRS. Umpire Nigel Long was quick to stop Smith and ask him to go, while Virat Kohli lost his cool and gave a piece of his thoughts to Smith, who had begun his walk back to the dressing room. Later, ICC denied to take any action against both the captains, and BCCI also withdrew their complaint against Smith, but Twitter for sure was burning after the incident. Tweeples lambasted the Australian skipper for his act and asked him to respect the game. And time now to see all the feedback that you shared on Twitter, Facebook and YouTube.
Well, we've reached the end of today's episode. We look forward to more of that feedback coming in on our Gmail, Twitter handle and Facebook page. And if you've missed any of the episodes of our shows, catch them on our YouTube channel, DD News Official.
That's right, and hope you have enjoyed this episode of The Social Connection. See you again next week, same time, same place. And before we log off, we leave you with this week's interesting video. Goodbye for now.
Bye-bye.
Sometimes I lay under the moon, I thank God I'm breathing, and I pray don't take me soon, cause I am here for a reason. Sometimes in my tears I drown, but I never let it get me down. So when negativity surrounds, I know someday it'll all turn around, because all my life I've been waiting for, I've been praying for the people to say that we don't want to fight no more. There'll be no more war, and our children will play. One day, one day, one day, one day, children will play. Sometimes in my tears I drown, but I never let it get me down. So when negativity surrounds, I know someday it'll all turn around, because all my life I've been waiting for, I've been praying for the people to say that we don't wanna fight no more, there'll be no more wars, and our children will play. One day, one day. All my life I've been waiting for, I've been praying for the people to say that we don't wanna fight no more, there'll be no more wars, and our children will play.
Social Connection was brought to you by HP Lubricants. Zindagi chale smooth.